Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nadia Subardi coming to you live from Queens, New York from createwealthwithnadia.com. How is everyone doing? Oh my gosh, when you guys jump in, please let me know where you're coming from so I can give you guys a shout out. So today actually made it 2 years since I've been on my online journey, and it's been an incredible journey so far. Hey, Miriam, what's going on, beautiful? Thank you for joining me. So it's been an incredible journey, guys. So let's go back, right, to 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was desperately looking for a job. I couldn't find a job in my discipline, which is actually healthcare. My degrees are in healthcare. I've always had a thing for healthcare, and I decided to go back to school at a later age and to study healthcare, right? So after completing my education, I worked at a clinic treating HIV patients, with hepatitis C infections, and I was doing physical examinations and all of this stuff. But after I completed my internship, I got the job. I worked for a year, and then they cut funding. So I was left without a job, and I must have applied to hundreds of jobs, guys, hundreds of jobs, online, offline. Must have went to all the staffing agencies in New York. I even flew cross country, only to be told, apply online, and someone will get back to you. Well, that wasn't working. It was a complete dead end. And one day I was on Facebook and I saw someone who was actually telling his story, and that caught my attention. He was talking about, his struggles. He just got divorced. He was in debt, and it kind of corresponded with what I was actually going through at that particular moment, right? I had just broken up with my fiance of 9 years. I was looking for a job. I was over $100,000 in debt because of student loans, because I took out a lot of money to pay for my education, and I couldn't find a job. I could not find a job. And I got news for you. There's no job security out there. There's no job security out there. And you actually have to create your own job security, right? So one day I was on Facebook and I saw someone who was telling his story, and I contacted him that night, and we spoke for about 3 hours, and he introduced me to a training platform. So, guys, I had no idea what was attraction marketing, what was Facebook Live, what was network marketing. I had no idea. I didn't even know what was a funnel. I didn't even know how to generate leads. Okay, so he introduced me to this platform. I went all in, even though I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I went all in. He was like, "You want to try it out for $10 for 10 days?" I was like, "What can I possibly learn for $10 in 10 days? Nothing. I've already invested over $100,000 in my education, completed it, graduated at the top of my class, couldn't find a job, right?" So I was like, what is $150, really? $150 is nothing. If it doesn't work out, big deal. It's $150. That was the mentality I went into this, right, when I first got started. That was the mentality I had, because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what was Facebook Live. I didn't know anything. So I joined him, and he sponsored me into this professional platform, because I wanted to work my way up. I wanted to start from the bottom. I wanted to learn everything, so this is what I did. So he introduced me to this training platform. For the first 6 months, I went into learning mode. I was building my audience. I really didn't get any sales. I think a few people joined me with a $10 membership to try it out for 10 days, right? But they never continued. And but it didn't matter, because I stayed with that company for 18 months. I learned what I needed to learn, connected with the right type of people. Anyway, let's back up. So I went into learning mode for the first 6 months, but I was building my audience every single day. I was building my audience every day. I was on all the trainings. I was constantly plugged in. And if you guys want to become successful, you need to stay plugged into webinars. If you're not plugged in, you're not going to learn a lot. You're really not going to know what to do. Honestly, you're not going to know what to do. Even though those first 6 months I went into learning mode, I hired a coach, because I was like, there were just so many different trainings, and I really didn't know what to focus on. So I hired a coach. I didn't really get any results. To be honest with you, I didn't get any results. So afterwards, I tried building my audience on Twitter. And my friend, she sent me a free Twitter 1.0 course. I took the course, and I was like, wow, because guys, I tried to build my audience on Twitter. I was following a lot of people. No one was following me back. I didn't know what was my target audience. I was like pretty much kind of lost, but I was like in learning mode. I really couldn't figure out my target audience. Anyway, I was struggling to build my audience on Twitter. So my friend sent me the Twitter course. I took the course. I took the course, the free course, and then I ended up purchasing the Twitter Lead Machine. Now that weekend, when I purchased the Twitter Lead Machine, I sold a lot of courses, a lot of copies of those courses. That was when I first started making money in this online space. So I started making money in this online space actually after maybe 6 months, maybe on my 7th month, I started making money. But I didn't meet Marco alone then. So I started taking some more trainings, and then I learned how to do challenges. So I did a Facebook challenge and I hit L1 leader rank in this other platform. And then within the next month, I hit L2 rank. So I was able to hit these 2 leadership rank within 9 months being in this online space, right? So it had a lot to do with me getting coached and learning, because you're constantly going to be learning. So, so then I started making money on that, right? I started making, residual money every month because I hit L2 leadership rank. And that happened like in less than about 9 months, not even my first year. So then I ended up meeting Marco Lone, and he had just got involved in MLM, and I joined him and I hit 3 leadership ranks. So all of this happened within my first year, right? All this happened within my first year. And, after that, I continued to learn. So Mark and I, we launched a Firestarter mentorship program where we had over 1,000 people who have applied to work with us. And we only accepted 100. I coached all 100 people. After that, we still had more people who ended up coming in and joining us, and Mark was like, let's just help them out, So I ended up coaching a lot more than over 100 people, guys. This is where I got my experience from coaching. It's where I got really experience in coaching people and all of this stuff. And, but, it's been an incredible journey. And, 2 years ago when I started, I really didn't have that much money. My ex-fiance was supporting me financially, taking care of all my payments, everything. So the money that I would used to go out with, guys, I sacrificed. I stopped going out. I used that money to invest in my business. And that's what I did. So I really stopped going out. I started investing. So when people say to me, Nadia, I don't have the money, guys, that's impossible. What are your priorities? What are your priorities? And these are the same people that I see going on vacations and all of this stuff. But the point I'm getting at, if you guys really want something, and as badly as you want it, you have to sacrifice the good for the better. And this is where I'm at now, So I hit another leadership rank in Branding University. I was the very first one to hit F1, and I'm very close to hitting the F5 rank, which is probably going to be by the end of this week. I'm really, really close to hitting it. So this is where I'm at, guys. And, the point is you have to sacrifice if you really want something. And I'm not going to say that this is easy, because I've worked long hours, 16-hour days, build the Twitter Lead Machine. Right now I have the Twitter Lead Machine running on autopilot. I'm generating over 200 leads a day, and that number is only going to go up. That number is only going to go up. I have a lot of students that I'm actually teaching. I have coaching clients. I've built multiple streams of income, guys, in 2 years. In 2 years. And I'm actually, taking care of myself. I'm living on my own, paying my own bills. And that's because I took massive action. And a lot of you guys can do it. A lot of you guys can do it. But I feel like, you know what I get, guys? A lot of people see that we do videos, right? And they think that's all we do to make money and to become successful in this online space. That's not all we do. We're constantly learning. We're doing personal development. I'm constantly in trainings. I have my students in Branding University where I'm training them. I'm teaching them how to write their stories, because when it comes to personally branding yourself, guys, it's so important to let the world know who you are. And even though, I had no idea what was personal branding, guys, and I was doing it. I was doing videos every day. I was creating content. And you want to hear something crazy? When I first got started in this online space, I had no idea what I was doing. I was scared to death to go live, but I knew for me to reach a massive amount of people, I have to get over my fear and go live, right? And that's what I did. I challenged myself the first month, and I started creating content. I started Googling stuff. I started going on YouTube, following some of these public figures, watching their videos, creating my own content from it, and I started going live. And I did that for 30 days straight to get over my fear of going live. And once I started going live, I started getting better, and I started getting better, and I started getting better. And I was actually branding myself, and I had no idea that I was branding myself because I didn't know, you know? So this is what I'm saying, guys. Personal branding is key. It's so important for you to start building your personal brand, because this is what has worked for me. This is, you know, guys, it's only been 2 years. I feel like I've came a long way. It has been a lot of hard work to get to this point, but I'm happy where I'm at, and it's only going to get better from here, you know? But the thing is, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to give it all that you got, and that's what I've done. So yeah, so in the past, well, 2 years, I've ranked advanced 6 times, you know? And it's all about building relationships. You know what I mean? It's all about building relationships and connecting with people. So this is where I'm at right now. And on Sunday, I'm hosting a webinar with Mark Lalone. I'm actually going to be celebrating my 2-year anniversary. And I would like to invite all of you to attend this webinar to see what my journey has been like. And my journey has been documented, you know, from the first videos that I've done. You guys can go to my YouTube channel. I have I had a lot more videos because I had like over 400 videos I've done. But a lot of them are unlisted because there's a lot of trainings from my MLMs, you know, coaching clients, you know, all of this stuff. But I have 270 videos that you guys can actually view. I've been working on my my YouTube channel, creating all the thumbnails, editing the videos, creating the tags. I have a content library in my blog at createwealthwithnadia.com. You guys can actually go in there and access, you know, have access to all of my trainings that I've done. It's included videos, you know, and articles that I've written, and a lot of content, you know. Also on the homepage, you guys can go to my homepage and you can download I have a special gift for you guys. If you guys want to know what are my secrets and what I did to get this far in my business and what I do every single day, and you guys can follow that as well in your business, and you guys are going to get results, because this is how I coach my coaching clients as well, and they're getting results as well, right? So you guys can actually go to my blog, createwealthwithnadia.com, and you can access my training library. So this is where I am, guys. This is where I am, and I'm extremely excited because I know it's only going to get better from here. You know, it's been an amazing journey. And I remember the last time I went to a staffing agency in New York City, and I spoke to this woman. She was sitting at the desk, and I handed her my resume, and she looked at my resume, and she goes, "Why didn't you go to New York University?" Guys, I'm not going to spend $40,000 a semester. I already spent so much money in school, you know, but this is what she said to me, and she didn't help me get a job. At that moment, I made the decision to never go on another job interview again, ever. You know, and even though I studied healthcare, this is what I wanted to do. I love what I do now because I'm working with people all over the world. I'm helping people from so many different professions. I have doctors that are my students that I'm teaching them how to build their personal brand, how to write their story. You know, I also have another group of my platinum members that I do 2 trainings a week. You know, also do trainings for my students as well. And once they start upgrading, then I take them to the more advanced platinum membership group, because there's more advanced trainings, you know, where I do trainings on lead generation, how to build Twitter lead machine, and a whole lot of other stuff that goes on in there. But I just wanted to share that with you all. And this is what my journey has been like, you know, the past 2 years. So on Sunday, we're having a webinar, and I would like to invite you guys. So what I'm actually going to be doing is on Saturday, I'm going to message you guys with the link, because I would love to have you guys here to witness my journey, you know, to find out exactly what I did to get to this point. And you guys can follow the same strategies. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you all. So on Saturday, I'm going to message you guys. I'm going to send out my email list as well for you guys to register for this webinar. All right. So I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.